Jim is doing fairly well. Ashlyn is very near to a promotion. Barney is actually able to graduate early. Hadley is being Hadley, and Myron is struggling because we have lost Bacon. All this and more coming up in today's episode of the Not So Berry Challenge. All right, so yeah, he is doing well, although tired, working on finishing off that second song. I think it's actually just a copy of the first one, but we're just going with it. Unfortunately, yeah, in the time that we were gone, Ashlyn and his relationship has kind of tanked again. It is so hard to maintain the relationship, and it's kind of surprising because they are actually very compatible, but they're so busy doing their own things that there's very little time for them to connect together. And fortunately, because they're so compatible, it's very easy to get it back up, but it's been a constant struggle. Ashlyn should be having the baby any moment, but she is also, I'm hoping, finally getting this bodybuilder career it took, or bodybuilder promotion. It has taken many, 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 many posts to social media to finally get her to level 2 of fame. We never did find a way to lead a training seminar, so I did go ahead and cheat that because I think there's an issue with the mod. I enjoy the mod for multiple reasons. It like gave us a little something different to do with this career, which had otherwise been pretty easy, but I have noticed a few little issues like that with it. Hopefully they will be fixed in time. Barney, as I said, we got a notification that he could complete school early. I think because he's going to be a doctor, I'm going to send him to university. So it does make sense for me to let him graduate early, but I'm going to give him a few more days doing teen things first before we take on that challenge. It has already been pretty challenging around here for us. Um, yeah, we're having some struggles here for Hadley. Being hot headed, her grief has taken on an angry twist. Losing Bacon, not exactly been great for her. She did complete her one aspiration, so we moved on to the mind and body one, but uh, yeah, otherwise, she's just kind of there. We haven't really like established much of anything with her. And honestly, I can say the same for Myron. He has been doing a lot of like autonomous painting on his table. So he really does enjoy art, and he's really going right into the type of sim that I thought he would be. But I don't know. I think we're just gonna call this Myron's song. If I can spell. Uh yeah, I think he's becoming more clear on who he is than I'm finding Hadley to be. It's just kind of a thing. Like I'm used to my Sims kind of. Oh well, yeah. Looks like we got that. Hang on. I'm used to my Sims kind of giving me some guidance. There's certain things that seem to stand out, and I'm not finding that with her, and I'm still waiting to see who she is. I think because she has the hot-headed trait, uh we might play off of that in some way, but I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do with it. Now, I had considered making her kind of the bad girl of the family, but it feels more like Myron would be that one with his evil traits. Although we were talking that he would be a bit of a, with this star player thing, that he might actually take after mom a little. It's hard to, yeah, it's hard to say. Okay, so we do have Hadley was missing school. For some reason, she wouldn't go at first, but we did get promoted to Ms. Solar System. Ashlyn has been promoted. She will now make an additional 244 simoleons per hour for a grand total of 550 per hour. She got a bonus of 1,338 and a solar system trophy, which we'll probably add next to her other trophy here. I think, does that officially put her at the top of her career? Well, it would help if I just clicked on the correct place. Yeah, top of her career. Okay, so we've completed that part of the challenge. So if we look at the goals for her generation, it says move to San Myshuno when you're still a young adult. We did that. Have 6 close friends. We've been in and out of that. She does have a lot of friends, probably well more than 6, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're all very close. That's definitely something we need to work on a little bit more. It says master fitness, singing, and athletic skills. I'm assuming they meant athletic when she was a child, which we did, and we're on fitness. Now, if we look at her skills, she does have a ways to go for singing, but that shouldn't be all that difficult for us to accomplish. We had to have 3 failed relationships, with one of them ending with a child, and that was Barney. We met our 4th and final partner, Jim. He is both proper and neat, and he is our spouse. And we need to have 3 more children. She has currently 2 more children. The 3rd is on the way. Definitely the relationship is lowering because of the career. We've more than accomplished that one. It says let your relationship with your family go up again by going out for karaoke every Sunday. So definitely something we're going to be doing, and I think this is the point when we're going to really raise her singing skill and complete the bodybuilder aspiration. All we need to do to finish that is to get the maximum body potential, which has always been a bit of a challenge, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. And then we'll retire as an elder, have and own a dog, okay? We did recently lose our dog, so that is something we need to re-accomplish. Now, I'll probably have her do some singing in between, you know, the Sundays, obviously, so we build that up a little faster, but yeah, overall I'm considering her fairly close to done with her general generation. I think we have very little left to do. Most of it is going to be pretty simple, just kind of done as we kind of build and do normal everyday things. I need to get Jim to bed. He is so tired. All right, did you actually finish that song though? Okay, you must have. Okay, can I go ahead and ship it off? License. Oh, we have to wait yet to license the next song. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, I named the song. Of course I know that he finished it. All right, looking at her, she also needs some sleep, so I'm going to have her go ahead and get some sleep. Barney is doing excellent. He probably has some homework to do, so we'll have him go ahead and do that. He is... Oh, geez, of course. Ashlyn's gone into labor. All right, so much for sleep, Ashlyn. We are going to go ahead and find out who your 4th and final child is going to be. Now, I've been making my life kind of easy these days and having them just go to the hospital to have their babies, letting them do it alone. It's just simpler, less glitches, less issues, and we get a surprise at the end. Now, as was pointed out last time, all of our Sims, and actually if we consider Jim in the original spelling, you know, obviously we're using Jim in this sense, but his name is Jim Fayed, meant to play off of, like, gym class. So every name within the family has a Y, including their last name, Fayed. Jim being a little bit of an outlier here. So I want to name the child, which happens to be a girl, with a Y in her name. So I'm not sure what I want to name her, so we're going to... Well, the very first name, although this is the weirdest spelling of Ashley I think I've ever seen. I think we'll go that way. Although it's Ashlyn and Ashley. No, that's a little too close. Let's see. There's so many. K Fayed. Yeah, I like it. All right, there is little K looking sweet as ever. Okay. Okay. We are going to kind of just move through time. I'll check back in. I just kind of want to work on completing things. We're going to be doing a bit of behind the scenes grinding, hoping that we can get her working out as much as possible so that we can hopefully finish this aspiration. we are going to have him. Oh, geez, he's having a midlife crisis. He wants to write a book. We could probably do that for him. I feel like that's a thing. I don't know about the woodworking and everything. Yeah, but he's obviously not our main priority, but he does really bring in a lot of money for us. So I want to give him a bit of that, but we also need to work on the relationship. It's really bad. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. All right. And then I want to focus on Barney. I want to get him through a bit more of his computer team, and then move him into working retail for a few days, which is what he was supposed to do as part of his requirements. And then I think before he reaches adulthood, we will age him, or no, before he reaches adulthood, we will go ahead and take that early graduation that's been offered and get him enrolled in university so that hopefully we can kind of get a little bit of a head start and not waste too much of his adulthood in university. Yeah, I was rearranging. That was probably a bad idea. I put that just a little. Why are you having a preparental panic now? Your kid is already here, dude. And her little thing is on fire. Like, all right, so I was trying to find out how to increase our odds of her. Oh, jeez. Jim discovered the fire. Tell me you're not on fire. Okay. Great. That's just wonderful. Could we extinguish, please? While everyone else is panicking. Hadley's gotten a lost tooth, but I was trying to find out how to increase our odds of her actually completing this whole maximum body potential. So I had purchased a set of weights for up here. We made a whole 20 simoleons off of that. And now he's standing in fire. Great. All right. You like to clean things. So how about you go ahead and clean that all up and then go ahead and get something to eat here. And anyway, what I found out is that apparently there's an increased chance using the epic workout on on this specifically. Being able to do both the cardio and the weights increases your chances of reaching maximum body potential. Makes sense. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think to do that, especially since one of the earlier requirements is for you to own 2 pieces of fitness equipment. Yeah, also broke the computer while we were at it. Just it's been a thing. He's actually doing pretty well though. I mean, homework is almost done, so we could probably finish that up too. And yeah, let's go back to just that was the food thing reminds me. Something that I learned. If you go ahead and just click get leftovers, that is considered a quick meal, which means that your sim is more likely to gain weight if you do that. Now, from my understanding, you can bypass that by opening and choosing a particular dish, but when you choose get leftovers, it's the same as choosing one of these quick meals, and those apparently tend to have more calories, basically, in the sim system, so your sim is more likely to gain weight eating those. Is it silly and just ridiculous? Yeah, definitely. But it is what it is, and so considering I'm trying to keep her at a point where she can reach her maximum body potential, I have gotten in the habit of just clicking open. Now, for those of you wondering how it is that I'm so lucky that open is always on my front page, I use a mod by Bianchin. It's the fridge inventory tweak. It basically puts that open on the front page all the time. Super handy, tiny little mod. Once again, Bianchin coming in with one of those tiny little mods that you don't realize that you really need until you have it. There we go. We have completed her aspiration. Who knew it was that easy? I've been having her work out so much that I was getting tired and I was starting to lose weight. Okay, so we have achieved that aspiration. The question is, what would we like to do next? I kind of think it might be fun if she became a little bit of an extreme sports enthusiast, but at the same time, she's also supposed to develop an interest in singing. There's also, family, that sort of thing. I do have like a grandparent one. although I think we're a ways off from that. Yeah, I think we'll go with the extreme sports. I think it might be a little fun. She is very like fit and healthy and muscular, and it would make sense that, she might take an interest in extreme sports. I have just realized that Jim can now mentor for 645 simoleons an hour because he has maxed out his singing skill. That's impressive. A competitor has emerged. An online competitor is trying to lure away Jim's small business customers. I assume that they're teaching singing and piano through like Skype or something. Skype. Who uses Skype anymore? What am I talking about? All right, so should he let it go or consider hiring a hacker to disrupt his competitor's plans? I I've said it before, I just don't see him as a schemer. We'll definitely have room for that in, future generations, probably because I don't see all of my Sims as perfect little angels, but Jim is just that. I mean, his traits are literally proper and neat, he's just that Sim who's just always doing the right things. So he's going to just leave it be. It may or may not affect us. We will find out. Jim's brand is getting lost in the increased noise from his competitor, and customers are drifting towards them. If he continues to work hard and stays consistent, he will win his customer base back. And the Dreamer alignment has gone up. All right, the kids are all at school, and Jim and Ash have very little to do right now. Their needs are pretty good. We sent Kay off to, the daycare, babysitter, whatever we want to call it, and we just kind of decided to have a little bit of a date, kind of build their romance once again. She's going to go ahead and start off by declaring her love publicly, letting him know that she is all about him. I'm gonna reminisce. Oh no, no! You don't want to hate that. Come on, we're going to express fondness. We're going to joke a little bit about facial hair. Maybe joke that we kind of think you might look pretty cute with some facial hair there, Jim. It might really be quite attractive on you. Propose a scandalous question? I didn't realize that that was like a romantic interaction. Okay. And you're going to reminisce a little bit about the wedding day as well. Amazingly, almost like nothing here is showing up as romantic socializing. Um, I think all of them would be. We'll discuss healthy relationships, that kind of admitting that the two of you really need to work a bit more on, finding time for each other. It's very important. Jim's midlife crisis is past, so he has no regrets. He's feeling good about life. Okay, so we've apparently achieved our okay, we're almost there to the dreams fulfilled. So we're making good progress there. All right, and let's see. You want to play video games and some light physical intimacy and talk about drinks. Can we even get drinks here? Because I kind of just picked a place. Share the sweetheart box. That's right. We have some chocolate truffles in here. Oh, common ground to build a relationship. What Sims have in common can give them a foundation for a wonderful romance. And okay, the baby being there is somehow boosting her flirtatiousness. Whatever floats your boat. I'm also just giving a little bit of a spoiler here. When this date is over, they're going to adopt a dog. In part because she's supposed to have a dog at all times. But also, I kind of want to make sure the house is full so we don't accidentally have another child. Now, I could have her, go get sterilization or have him do that. But, yeah, we're gonna not go that route right now. Oh, yeah, we can... Well, I don't know if this will count as getting a drink. Probably not, especially since she's apparently not actually working. We can sign an autograph. We're actually famous enough to sign autographs. I'm impressed. Okay. Do we have anything here that we, like, how are we supposed to play video games? There's not a place to play video games. I could probably sneak a TV in here and make a space for that. All right, there we go. That worked out pretty well, and I just tucked that over there. Okay. Oh, look at them. Oh. All right, so we're... Oh, yeah. Check out the romance already. Like I've said, it does not take much at all to get these two back. We're going to worry a little bit about... back into just a good place. We're gonna neck kiss again because she can't help herself, and he's gonna kiss her neck persistently. I don't know, these two like each other's necks. I don't know what it is. They literally take necking a little seriously. For those who are under the age of ancient, necking, it refers to kissing and was like basically a word my grandparents used a lot. I don't know. Anyone else? Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and play a game together. A little party frenzy with Ashlyn. You know, we've got the romantic part done there. Romance, they're feeling like lovebirds again. Overall, everything's going great. Kids are coming back from school, so we're probably gonna have to wrap up this date pretty quickly, but I would like to get a little further than that, but yeah, I like for them to have good dates. Sometimes it is a little complicated to accomplish that, but I think it's important for them to have good dates. I try to at least get to the second step in it, but I don't always succeed. Especially when we can't actually get things like drinks. Yeah, it's not even clicking. Oh, look at that. I can actually finally... Holy moly. Why are the prices so cheap? I think he'll get a macchiato for here. Alright, only one of them needs to actually get a drink, but I think I'll go ahead and have her get something as well. I think she'll have a cafe latte. Keep it kind of simple. She can finally drink some coffee, you know. They kind of tell you to limit that when you're pregnant, but now that she's not, she can go ahead and have what she wants. Okay, let's see. And then we can talk about drinks after we have some drinks, I think. Okay, talk about drink euphoria. Jim, listen. You're not supposed to be there. Alright, one of us has to drink something. Come on, you can do it. Dude, it's like midsummer. What are you wearing? And you're a goth, too? Weird. Alright. Talk about video games. Yeah, we could definitely do that. We just got done playing... Dude, what is it with the goths trying to interrupt our conversations all the time? There's too many of them in this world. Let's see. Friendly, small talk, and now we'll talk about video games. It doesn't make a lot of sense for us to talk about card games because we didn't play any, but we could talk about darts or board games, I guess. Interesting choices. And Barney was promoted to computer programming teammate. He received a computer team flag. Awesome. I will have to check that out eventually. I also got notification that it is Kay's birthday, so we'll age her up when we get back home. Alright, we managed to get to the second level. I'm going to go ahead and end it with a few minutes left. Romantic date, we got a silver medal, and we got a reward of the cute little lots of love teddy bear. I do definitely need to get some more decorating done in these rooms. They're kind of a bit bare, but there is his new thing. I think they'd end up actually putting the teddy bear in the kids' room. We'll go ahead and tuck you in there. And feeling on fire and with a date under their wings, they're gonna go ahead and age up the baby. It is time. Jim, why don't you go ahead and jog on up here so we can get you up here quickly for a quick little family birthday. Oh, what? You don't want to do it. She's like, I'm not ready for her to grow up yet. It feels like just yesterday she was born. Because it was. I did intend for them to sing on their little date, but there was really nowhere to do that. And Kay is messy. These infants have a talent for getting dirty and creating little disasters. From food-covered faces to messy diapers, they keep their caregivers on their toes with their constant need for cleanups. Yep, because the hot-headed and the evil siblings that came before you were not enough for us to deal with. Now we get a messy kid. All right, I am going to pop her on into Create a Sim, give her a makeover so we can see what our final child looks like. I'm also going to go ahead and adopt a dog for the family. I'm going to be adopting in Create a Sim because I want to create a gray dog to go with the gray generation. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Those Create a Sim moments are coming up right after I finish yammering on about nothing. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day and keep on being perfectly you.